Hey everyone, this is Evergreen TCG. Some say that Whispers of Winter is too OP, and I agree. Let's dive right into it. Alright. First card, Furious Commander. Common, 200/200, Human Paladin for 2. When this ally is summoned, target another target air ally gains plus 100 attack and minus 100 HP. So he kind of like punches him and they get attack. Yeah, seems legit. 3 stars. I mean, it's not incredibly OP, but hey, I mean, it's a thing. Let's see. Storage House Security. Artwork by Garrett Brock. Remove all ice counters in play. Friendly allies gain plus 200 HP until end of turn with Snap for 4 mana air spell. That first ability, remove all ice counters in play, is really good when there are ice counters, and complete garbage when there is not. I feel like ice and fire decks are the two most powerful, although I do think fire decks are a lot more powerful, because we've tested the fire decks, and you can pretty consistently kill them in a couple turns if you get a really good hand, and if they don't counter anything. So ice is a bit slower, which warrants a slower card. I think it's... I mean, I wouldn't put it in my deck. I put it in the sideboard just in case they actually are playing ice. 2 stars. I mean, it's nothing game-breaking, I'd say. Alright, we're going to move on to darkness now. Let's pull up this guy. Shadow Puppet Pain. A new archetype. A darkness archetype. They're kind of like voodoo dolls. Shadow Puppet Pain. This card cannot attack, and it has 0 attack, so why would you do that in the first place? Whenever this ally is dealt damage, deal that much damage to a non-target puppet ally. So if it takes 100 damage, you deal 100 damage to a non-puppet ally, so on and so forth. It can take a lot of pain. So I think this card is interesting. If you are not running a Shadow Puppet deck, this card is trash. Right now, I think there's only like 2 other Shadow Puppet cards. I want to give it a 1 star because you would never run this in a normal deck. It seems absolute trash. But let us move on to the rare Shadow Puppet. Hold on. Let's see, what is its name? Oh yeah, Shadow Puppet Heal. It's rare with 600 health. This card cannot attack. Whenever this ally is dealt damage, heal that much damage to target puppet ally. A must need if you are playing a Shadow Puppet deck. But once again, 1 star. The Shadow Puppet ability seems neat, doesn't seem that playable right now. If you guys want to see Shadow Puppets a thing, leave a comment down below. You haven't left a comment. Leave a comment saying something. Is this card too good? Is it too weak? Tell me. Actually, it's telling me about any of these cards, because I don't know. Insane Summoner. When this ally is played, summon 2 100/100 Darkness Horror allies. Misspelled that. Sorry. Flavor text is, he told me to do it, he will come and reward his followers. You might see this as a reoccurring theme, like with Mad Prophet. It seems like a cult is appearing and they're all kind of going crazy, right? Maybe that's foreshadowing for something coming up. Just a hint, right? Nothing concrete yet, right? Right. Magic Arrow. Perform a 100 damage attack. If it dies, summon a 100/100 Earth Dog ally for 1. So if something's at 1 health, zap it, boom, get a 100/100 dog. I mean, if they play like a 1/1 turn 1, this is really good. Don't think they'll be summoning any 1/1s. I mean, Darkness has Stitched Ghoul, so that won't be able to do anything, and yeah. You need the thing to die to summon the dog, so I'll rate this 1 star. Not that good. Just putting it out there. Very rarely will you actually ever enable this. So yeah. Watching Dryad. 300, 400 for 4. Dryad, shuffle all spells from your opponent's graveyard into their spell book. Heal 100 damage for each card shuffled this way. This is a big screw you to any fire deck out there. I mean, if they just like comboed off and they have no cards in hand and you have 1 health, playing Watching Dryad, shuffling all their spells back into their spell book so they can't enable Dragonfire Cannon, and healing any damage seems pretty solid. Especially with Forbidden Word Burn, which is a 0 cost 100, which if you draw that, you're screwed. Solid card. I'm going to rate it 4-star. I mean, it's a hard counter. If you think Fire's too good, play Earth and run this card. Right? Yeah. Alright. Let's see. What else we got for you? I think I haven't shown you this one. Moving Target. The target of attacks performed this turn, I know I misspelled it, are chosen at random. So let's say your opponent is at 100 health, and they have a ton of stuff in the way that will intercept any attacks you give at them. You play Moving Target, and you declare attacks, and they can't block it. You attack one of their allies, and then it's chosen at random. And if it hits your opponent, they can't intercept it, and you win. That's about the only good situation with this card. 2 stars. Not that great. Even though the artwork is hysterical, not that great. Going to level with you. Not that great. Just not that great. Alright. Moving on. This card was spoiled if you follow Necos Genesis TCG. Highly suggest it. Seriously, check him out. His TCG looks cool. Mind Meld. Shuffle your opponent's spellbook into your own. Now, when Necos Genesis revealed this, I believe it was 7 mana? Or 8? We tested it and it was really OP. You would just reach 7 mana and then win the game. What you could do is keep this card in your opening hand and hope for 10 turns that they won't kill you. Other than that, it's hysterical. This card is a water staple. It's a way for water cards to just win out of nothing, which I always find hilarious. So I feel like a lot of water decks will be using this. So I'll rate it 4-star. It's pretty good. That's enough with the card reviews. However, there's one more thing that I'd like to show you. It does come in card form. Insane. You see at the bottom, it says status effect. I'm getting to that. Skip your channel phase. At the end of your turn, lose half of your life total rounded up, or HP rounded up. This is a status effect. This status effect is triggered when you have no cards in your spellbook anymore, and then this card enters the battlefield. So milling your opponent out, as some people call it, or discarding the top card of their deck until there's nothing left, is a valid strategy. Also, that artwork, just terrifying. I don't know what I was on. I can't rate this card any stars, but yeah, you don't put this in your deck. There is no cost or no rarity. It just enters the battlefield when there are no cards left in anyone's deck. Just a heads up. Anyway, that was it. It was a bit quicker than the other ones, right? What do you guys think? Is this card too OP? Is that card too OP? That artwork is complete crap. That flavor text needs work. Evercry TCG, you have a very handsome voice. Why, thank you. Leave a comment. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. See you guys later. Skadoosh.